Dear children, today we are going to start a new lesson, lesson number 8, that is tenses. First of all, we should know what is a tense. Tense indicates the time of an action. It tells us when the action took place, when the action takes place, or when the action will take place. A verb expresses the time of an action or event in a sentence. We know a verb is very important part in a sentence, and it tells us about the action or event. It tells us about the time of an action. It tells us whether an action takes place now or in the present, whether it took place some time ago or in the past, or whether it will take place sometime from now or in the future. The verb shows the time by certain changes in its forms. We know that the verb is having different forms: base form, S or ES form, ing form, past tense form, and past participle form. Now, these forms of the verbs help us to recognize the tense. There are three types of tenses. Mainly, there are three types of tenses. The first is present tense, past tense, and then future tense. Present tense tells us what is happening now, and the past tells us what happened some time ago, and the future action tells us what will take place from now or in the future. So, dear children, tense indicates the time of an action. There are three kinds of tenses. The first one is present tense, second is past tense, and the third one is future tense. Present tense, in present tense, the verb tells us that the action takes place now or in the present. In past, the verb tells us that action took place some time ago. And in future tense, the verb tells us that action will take place from now, means in the future. So, for example, we'll see these sentences. I do my work. I do. The verb is do. I do my work. Here, the form of the verb tells us that the sentence is in present tense. I did my work. I did my work. Did is the past tense form of the verb do. So, by reading this sentence, we come to know we are talking about the past action. I shall do my work. Shall do indicates about the future action. So, for example, we will take one more verb. For example, I play football. It indicates the present tense. I play football. I played football. It indicates the past action. I shall play football. It indicates the future action. So, according to the tense, the verb shows the time by certain changes in its forms. Here we can see the forms of the verbs are being changed. which indicates the different tenses. Now, we will study about the use of verb be. Dear children, we are going to study about the use of verb be. Be is a special verb. We know about the verb of an action, being verbs. So, use of verb be. Being verbs means be form of verbs. Be is a special verb. It tells what someone or something is like. It shows a state of being. In other words, a state of being, verb indicates who or what a noun is, was or will be. Who or what a noun is, noun was or noun will be. It tells what someone or something is like. Various forms of the verb be are am, is, are, was, were, shall or will plus be. Now, am, is and are we use in present tense, was, were we use in past tense, shall be or will be we use in the future tense. Now see, am we always use when the subject is I. I am a teacher. Is always used when the subject is singular. He, she, it and all the singular subjects. Are we use with plural subjects. You, they and all the plural subjects carry are with it. Was we use to show the past action and when the subject is singular. He, she, it and all the singular subjects. Were we use when the subject is plural like you, they and all the plural subjects. And if to indicate the future tense we use shall be or will be. When the subject is I and we use shall be, and with rest of the subjects we use will be. Dear children, now we are going to study about the verb have. Use of verb have. Have can be used as main verb and as a helping verb. Have can be used as a main verb and helping verb. For example, I have a car. Here have is used as a main verb. It shows the possession, it shows the belonging. I have a car means a car belongs to me. As well as it is used as a helping verb. I have completed my syllabus. I have completed. Complete is the main verb in this sentence. Have is a helping verb. So, to show the perfect tenses, we use have plus the third form of the verb. So, likewise, the verb have is used as helping verb. Now, let us see how to use have in different tenses and the different forms of the verb have. We use have in the present tense when the subject is I, we, you, they and all the plural subjects. And we use has with he, she, it and all the singular subjects. In past tense, we use had with all the subjects. Whether the subject is singular or the subject is plural, we use had to indicate the past action. And in future tense, we use shall have when the subject is I or we. And Will have we use when the subject is he, she, it, you, they and rest of the subjects. Dear children, let us study other uses of the verb have. To show possession. The verb have is used to show the possession, to show the belonging. Something is belong to me. For example, she has a big house. She has a big house. It means the house belongs to her. She is having a house. She has a big house. It shows the possession. And here in this sentence, has is used as a main verb to indicate the continuous action, to show the continuous action. I am having my training. Action is going on. To show the continuous action, we use the verb have. I am having my training. And when we indicate the continuous action using the verb have, we use ing form with the verb have. I am having. We don't say I have a training. I am having. Then it indicates the continuous action. In simple present tense, to show possession, we use have. To show possession in simple present tense, have or has. There are different kinds of sentences we know. The affirmative sentence, negative sentence, interrogative sentences, already we have studied about them. In affirmative sentences, we use like this: she has lovely eyes. To show the possession, we have used here. She has lovely eyes. She is singular subject, so we are using has. So she has lovely eyes. Negative sentence. How we make negative sentence? You haven't had a bath. You haven't had a bath. Interrogative sentence. In interrogative sentence, the verb have, has, had, all these forms comes in the beginning of the sentence. Have you got any sense? Have you got any sense? Have is in the beginning of the sentence. In simple past tense, affirmative sentence, he had time to spend with his family. He had time. It is indicating, had is indicating the past action. Negative sentence, when we change this simple past sentence, past tense into negative, we use did not have. Did not plus the base form of the verb have. They did not have the courage to attack us. Did not have. It is indicating the, it means it is a negative sentence in past tense. Interrogative sentence. Did Mr. Sharma have the money to send his son for higher education? Did Mr. Sharma have the money? Did is used in the beginning to change this sentence into interrogative form. Simple future tense. In simple future, for affirmative sentences, she will have a car if she works hard. She is not having in present. She did not have in the past. She will have in the future. It indicates the future action if she works hard. Negative sentence, they will not have new friends in the new city. They will not have. Will not. Will indicating future action. Not is indicating the word of negation. Not is the word of negation. And have is the base form. Will not have is indicating the negative sentence in simple future tense. Interrogative sentence. Will she have a new dress by the end of this year? Will she have? Here we have seen the helping verb is used in the beginning of the sentence to make an interrogative sentence. My dear children, the structure of the sentences, when we'll study in detail about different kinds of tenses, we'll be studying the structure of sentences in much detail. At present, understand this. Once again, I will repeat. Tense indicates the time of an action. There are three kinds of tenses: the present tense, past tense and future tense. Present tense tells us about the action which are taking place now. Past tense is telling about the action which took place some time earlier or in the past, and the future tense indicates the action which will take place in the future. And we know that the verb shows the time by certain changes in its form. According to the tenses, the forms of the verbs are changed. Then we studied about the use of verb be. Is, am, are, was, were, shall be, will be, all these are the be verbs. It tells what someone or something is like. In other words, it shows a state of being, and in other words, a state of being verb identifies who or what a noun is, was or will be. And I explained you how we use am, is, are, was, were and shall be or will be. Then we studied about the use of have. Have can be used as a main verb as well as a helping verb. The different forms of the verb have are have, has, had, shall have, will have, and these are the subjects. According to the subject, we use the correct form of the verb. In present tense, we use have and has. In past tense, we use had, and for future tense, we use shall have or will have. I hope, my dear children, you understood this topic. Thank you.